Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Azzy, and for those of you who are not, welcome back. I'm so happy that you're here. Today we are talking about a very interesting topic. By the title you can see it's very dramatic. It is I moved to LA and lost my style. Right before I get into the video, I'm doing more of a podcast setup now for my talking videos. You can't see, but I do have my little mic here. I just haven't figured out a full setup yet, but once I figure it out, you will be able to see the mic and it will be more of a podcast setting. So I'm excited for that. But for today, we're just gonna do it how I usually do it in the corner of my bed here. So here we are. But no more talking. We are gonna talk, but about something else. So let's get into the video. Today's topic is going to be about how when I moved to a big city, I felt as if I lost my style. I felt as if I didn't know how to dress up anymore because where I was originally, it was a very small town. Honestly, fashion just wasn't a big thing over there. You don't really see people dress up. It's just if you dressed up or if you had good fashion, good style, you stood out. And I don't mean this in like a cocky way or anything, but people would notice you because fashion just wasn't the thing there. That wasn't the focus. So when you move somewhere that's fashion focused, all of a sudden it feels like you're blending in with everybody. What you thought was different or unique to you, now you're seeing thousands of other people dressed very similar to you. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I guess, with fashion, with style, we all like to stand out in our own way in some way. I felt that when I moved over here, I was like, I don't even know if this is me anymore. It's almost like a mini identity crisis. When I started to feel like I just blended in and I was just in with the crowd. But that's also not it. It's not like, I feel like this sounds very conceited. It's not like, hey, look at me, like I want to be the center of attention. No, I think it's the fact that I stood out in my small town, right? Because it's a small town, so it felt good. And now I'm here in LA, right? There's thousands and thousands and thousands of people, so of course there's gonna be people that have similar style as me. So not only that, but you start to see all different kinds of styles that you haven't seen before or that I haven't seen before. I'm like saying this in third person and second person and first person. And I was inspired and I started to see how people push the limits with style and really, 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 truly put their personality in it and just had like this whole persona. And I never really seen anything like that in person. So now it was kind of challenging me. My style that I had back at home, it almost felt like I outgrew it the moment I moved here because I saw so many different things. And I started to see other things that felt more aligned with me than my current fashion. So that's when I was like, okay, I can definitely feel that there's going to be a shift in my fashion. But I thought this shift was going to be a lot easier than it was. I thought I was going to be able to find clothes that fit this new style that felt more aligned with my new phase or transition in life. But it wasn't like that. Basically, everything here was so new and I felt so overwhelmed in a way how different people dressed here that I felt that I was trying too hard. As in I was trying to dress and be like someone that I wasn't. So I got inspired by all these styles, but I didn't know how to put my own twist to it. Yes, part of it aligned with me, but like my own personality wasn't in it. I put it on and I didn't feel right. Like it looked cute, but I didn't feel right, like emotionally. I was like, this doesn't feel like me. It just felt like I was trying to be someone else in a way. I've been living here for almost 3 years and I felt this way for the past 2.5 years. So I'm barely getting to the point where I'm figuring out what my style is. And it's so interesting because I made a video about how to find your style and then being put in a position where I had no idea what my style was anymore. I know it's just clothing, but it's a form of expression. So when I started to feel like I didn't know what to wear or like nothing in my closet felt like it aligned with me, that's when I started to feel a sense of loss of identity because I wasn't able to express myself through clothing. It's like I had all these pieces that I really liked, right? but they were just so scattered and random. There was new pieces that fit this new style that I was trying to go for, but then there was these other pieces that really like aligned with me, and I didn't know how to put them together. If you do plan on moving to a new city, especially a bigger city, I would say just be prepared to be challenged, especially if you love fashion. That's what this video is about, is being challenged through fashion. Be prepared to be inspired and be overwhelmed by all these different beautiful people that just know how to dress and are so confident. That's the thing, is that I started to see people that not only did they dress well, but since that style was so aligned with them, they were so freaking confident. Like, it seemed like they owned the city. So it wasn't just the fashion itself. It was like, whoa, these people are so confident in themselves. And also a new style, as in like the way I do my hair, the way I do my makeup. I think I realized that style isn't just your clothes. It's literally your entire physical appearance. I started to experiment with that. So as I started to do that, and little by little, I started to find what I liked. Now, when I look at my wardrobe, I can see it coming together, and I see that style, the style that I was trying to imagine in my head and figure out how to get there. I see it coming to life. It's okay if it takes a long time. Just be patient with yourself and really honestly kind of enjoy it, because it's really interesting to see yourself change in such a drastic way. Like the way that I dress now compared to back then, it is completely different. But if you really pay attention, there's some similarities, because at the end of the day, my personality is still in it. It's still there. It's just shining in a different way. If you have moved somewhere new, especially like me, from a very tiny, small town where there's one grocery store to one of the biggest cities in the country, you're in for a ride. But just know, like, these changes, these transitions, that's what it's about. That's where the fun is, because that's where you start to get challenged, and that's where you start to really figure out even more, like, who am I? And I know that sounds cliche, but it's true. Who you were in that other setting is not going to be who you are in this new setting. Yes, there's going to be certain things that stay the same, but there's going to be a lot of other changes. It felt like I was trying to fit in, but fit out at the same time. I was scared because I felt like there was this completely new version of myself coming out. It just felt like I was letting go of my old self, which that's basically what happened. I did, and it was scary because I didn't even know, obviously, who this new Azzy, this new improved Azzy was gonna be. And I'm still me. I'm still me, but I'm new and improved. I think that's the thing here, new and improved, but my personality and who I am is still here. Anyways, I've been talking way too much for way too long. And I don't even know what I've talked about, what I haven't talked about. But I hope that this... What am I doing? I'm going to put my hands right here. I hope that this video, even though it was kind of all over the place, I hope that you guys could relate in some way, but also that it would help you out. You know, if you are in the middle of transition, moving somewhere new, or just feeling like you're losing your style, just know it's a transition and it's a shift. Sometimes you just gotta step back, take a break from it, build it up, and then once you build it up, be like, all right, let me get back into it. Anyways, that is where I'm gonna leave off with this video. It felt nice to sit here and talk, but now I'm tired of talking. I hope you guys didn't get too tired of me talking, and if you're still watching, sending you love. I appreciate all of you guys. I hope that this video was either entertaining, you learned something new, you related, or you just liked it. You just liked it in general. You're like, this was a good video. But with that being said, I will see you all in my next video. Bye. Not the lip gloss again.